Hey guys, it's Melvin17 and today I'm bringing you my Aston Villa versus Manchester United match preview. Now, these two sides both got a narrow 1-0 win in the last game. Aston Villa beating Bournemouth 1-0 thanks to a Rudy Gestede header, and Manchester United winning because of a gift from Kyle Walker, an own goal, to beat Spurs at home 1-0. Now, in terms of this, obviously, the bookies would favour Manchester United for a win, but I've got to say, Villa, not just because he scored, Gusted, but I think now his fitness is, alright. I think that's why he was benched. He will start against us, and he's going to be a threat. We struggled to deal with aerial threat, alright? Even when Villa played us last year and they had Christian Benteke, he might not have scored a header, but he was a dominant presence in the defence, and especially since we're probably going to be playing Daily Blind, we really need to watch out for this. And yeah, I think Gusted is probably one of their main threats going forward against us. Obviously, they've lost Fabian Delph, though they've lost Christian Benteke, so we should be able to exploit, and you would imagine that Manchester United would win. I mean, our team, even though we played pretty poorly against Spurs, it was a lot more defensively solid than it was the last season. I mean, apart from the couple of chances that Kane and Eriksen generated, but they are quality players, so, you know, I suppose it's not too bad. Eriksen should have scored early on, but that's a defensive error, and we do need to work on that. But the midfield is a lot more solid. We've got Schneiderlin there protecting alongside Carrick, who I think the lineup will be identical, unless Louis van Gaal wants to make slight changes because we've got a Champions League qualifier coming up on Tuesday. I think the lineup will be exactly as it was against Spurs. No new injuries. Phil Jones is the only absentee due to injury, but he was out last time. So yeah, in terms of us, hopefully he decides to put Memphis on the wing and Mata as a number 10. There's no reason for him to actually put Memphis as a number 10 and then Mata out wide anymore, because I'm pretty sure either Young or someone else could come in and play on the right. I suppose he thinks that Mata is the best we've got as a right winger at the minute, which is fair enough. Maybe he's waiting. Hopefully this Pedro deal can be done. Obviously it won't be done in time for this, but that might be why he's holding out, because Memphis is predominantly a left winger and so is Young, so I can understand that. Changes I would like to see is Ander Herrera, however, coming in, even if Mata can't play in the number 10. Let Herrera play there, maybe just slightly behind, but call it a number 10. Then have Mata on the right and Memphis on the left. Ashley Young didn't really show too much against Spurs, and I think that is the key, alright? We need to put Memphis on the wing so he can generate, you know, well, not generate, but he can, you know, run at defenders, create some space, maybe take on a couple of defenders, try and cut inside, cross, etc. And yeah, hopefully Rooney can score in this game, because he looked a bit out of it against Spurs, so hopefully he can hit back. He should have scored instead of Kyle Walker getting the goal, but it never happened. So obviously Villa can exploit our defence. If it's going to be Blind and Smalling, Smalling's fairly solid. Blind is very good at reading the game, but physically he's not that good. Luke Shaw and Darmian, very, very good fullbacks this season. I hope so anyway. They seem very good in pre-season. Luke Shaw seems like a completely new player, and if that's the case, he'll be like a completely new signing for us because of his pace, and if he can stay fit, he'll be fantastic. But yeah, Villa obviously brought in a lot of French talent. You've got Amavi, Veretout, Ayew, etc., who could all pose a threat, of course. But yeah, overall, you would expect Manchester United to win, even though it is Villa at home. So I'm going to say it's going to finish 3-1. I really do want to see a better attacking display from United. Defensively, as I say, apart from one or two mistakes, we weren't too bad, and that's largely down to the fact that the midfield is a bit more defensive now, so we've got a lot more solidity. But we need to turn that defence into attack. Hopefully we can exploit Villa, and yeah, I'm going for a 3-1 victory to Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts on the game. Do you think Villa could get something of it? Of course they could. I mean, look, West Ham beat Arsenal when West Ham had just had Europa League, so, you know, anything can happen in this league, and that's the beauty of it. But I'm going for a 3-1 victory to Manchester United.